Late night stream. You know the routine. Gotta test to see if I'm clean. Hello. Yeah, looks like I'm good. Hello. Looks like I'm alright. Yeah, looks like I'm good. Hello. L.A Noire, we're back. I got these games ready to go. We got The Witcher 3, we got Death Stranding, we got Metal Gear Solid, we also got Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, so 1, 2, and 3. But I know in the past, Red Dead, I didn't finish. I finished it, but not on stream. I thought that horse died. Kind of just, it killed something in me. So it was a good ass game, though. It was very, very, very good game. So I bring that up just to say we got all the games to play. Might be coming to play right now.
We will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year.
I do need to go to Office Depot.
Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor.
To get a chair.
Now is not the time to lose your nerve.
Office chair, more comfortable one. Also, I need to fix my
It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
All right, let's go check out this pawnbroker.
Don't talk to my friend. I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Another
Can't
body.
be a movie star, sweetheart, don't we all?
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass, Phelps? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Well, he's good looking for a policeman. I knew it wasn't safe here anymore.
Okay, I don't know if you were talking to me, but if you were, I appreciate that. The outside is okay, but I like the sword of justice better, more clean, more precise, more killer. Let's go figure out what this pawnbroker. Honestly, I forgot all about the Muller case. Not too sure. Oh no. We charged the pedophile. Because it definitely was my husband, but it wasn't neither one.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sake.
And he always maintained he was set up.
But we didn't charge Hugo. We charged the rapist, the child pedophile. We didn't charge Hugo. So there's something to change. What song was that? Alright, all questions will be right.
How can I help you boys?
We want a pawn ring. Engagement
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
50 bucks?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
The rings. Plural.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip.
Same thing as this one.
Does this mark mean anything?
22 karat.
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build.
Not sure.
Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Maybe you the one that killed him. That's wrong. Pennywise. What was his name? Finnebender. Alright, let's go. Let's see what's up with this nigga.
Continue to respond.
Dirty car.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
We just proved it.
Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
Any central unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
That partner's like, yo, just finish the game. That partner's like, well, it's 100% complete. I will tell you for sure, though, the Witcher game, 100% complete. Whatever that means, we're doing it. That's Stranding, 100% complete. Whatever that means, we're doing it. Alright? That's a fact, we're 100% complete. Whatever that means, we're doing it. I like to play out the side quest first, I'll tell you that. I guess you know that. What's going on? I think I like this better. But this game is like,
Five George is en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment here,
for some
Central?
reason I just don't have that urge to 100% complete the game. I have that urge to immerse myself in this world. All world. There's any time I have to sleep.
11:25, code 6.
I do find Phelps to be extremely quick, active, straightforward. That being said, I do enjoy this.
Any central unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
This is car 11.
You should have iced those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm
post.
not riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
Yeah, it's tough because we're here to put
You're
you
both
back
coming with
inside.
me. Don't do anything stupid.
And they do something stupid. Okay. How can I rebuild that car?
You gotta get me closer!
I gotta get you closer. You're driving a race car. This fucking cruiser. I don't know what this is. It's not a race car, though. This is not built for this. I don't want that car.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires! Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road!
He's fucking teleporting. Alright, we got him.
Hit him, Cole! Spin him out!
Everything I turn, there's somebody in my way.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Give it up, LAPD.
Fuck out the car, dude.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
I don't think we
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
But I want that car now.
You know the way. You can drive.
You're driving.
All units, suspects at 2 standby.
But these cases are getting longer and longer and longer.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat.
Are you driving now?
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
I didn't catch what they were. Sheesh.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Alright, let's go figure this out. First thing first. Wedding ring.
Another missing ring.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Interesting. Let's check the face. Excuse me. My lovely hands. I want to check your face. Okay, back to the hands. Lovely hands, nice nails. I want to check your face.
Smell?
Blunt force.
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Inebriated.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in,
Vacancy.
a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Tell me something. No. There we go.
Blood splatter on the carriage. She must have been struck while standing up.
Must have been.
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Handbags. Bars. Everybody goes to a bar in this town.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
Oh, Mensch's. Okay. Another temp barkeeper.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
But maybe it is. We'll check that later. Pampers.
You could go over to the lot and see what they know about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole.
Wow.
Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Okay. Letter. Divorce. Here we go. Dear Evelyn, I was finding a better way than when we last parted. Beaten words were exchanged. You had taken too much liquor, and we both know what that makes you become. But I'm not waiting to harass and accuse. I'm writing to apologize. I was heartbroken seeing what had become of my little girl and what she's doing to yourself. You are destroying your body, your soul with liquor, Evelyn. And it is hard for me to watch you more than you can imagine.
Someone was trying to get her to come home.
Only God Almighty above us has the right to judge, so I beg your forgiveness. I've been in contact with the sanitarium here in Connecticut on your behalf. They say your condition is illness, Evelyn, and it can be treated. You only need to check yourself in. It will not sound like a father. Sound like a father. Okay, interesting. Before I talk to her, what do we have to go off? What do we have to go off before I talk to them? Time of death. After midnight, vacancy, vagrant lifestyle. Okay. Let's talk to the press.
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
All right, Ray, you're a good cop. I like you. Let's go call this in. Let's figure out some addresses before we go talk to the witnesses. Operator, give me a 414, Cole Phelps.
Phelps, badge
How may I help
1247.
you?
How can I help, Detective?
How can I help
I need an
detective?
address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
Perfect. That works. Let me guess, Levine killed her. I'm calling her right now. Alright, let's talk to the neighborhood. What was his name?
Detective Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
He
Can
didn't
you tell
kill
me
her.
exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your detail?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
Shout out to him. Let's figure out what this creep wanted.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
Whoa.
It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand.
What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Flaccid Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him.
Nah, Rusty, hit him one more time. Fuck him.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. took a look.
Okay, he's telling the truth.
Did you take any money?
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick and her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
Okay, right up.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You're fucking lying.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out.
He didn't kill
Until then,
her,
you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine...
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, Rusty.
Let's figure out some shit. Let's hit the liquor store first. The liquor store supplied the bars, so there ain't gonna find what we need here. Crime scene photographer. Let's roll. Interesting. That's for sure.
Read that those... God, you're gonna kill us! Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
People are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight.
Cole, come on!
Dude's a fucking gay. Relax.
Armies can't fight without food. Spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king.
Jesus, Phelps!
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
KGPL to all units. This report was Union at Rockwood Street. Union at Rockwood Street. Unit to handle code 2, identify.
Talking about Japanese companies, like, yeah, we cut off that oil supply. They can't get gas. So we kind of left them one fucking option to attack. You know? So I can't. But of course, when you're talking to people, dare I say, not brainwashed, just imbued with a sense of American pride. Because they did attack us and still it's fucked up, right? That's just how it feels when you attack our home. That's not cool. There's both sides of the picture. They attacked the cost of that. They attacked our home because we while they were taking a picture, basically just no, that's a bad analogy. We basically, okay.
Cole!
Oil is a precious natural resource. Basically, so rights to do so. They were the enemy, but that's what the line. So now lost. I can't even tell you where I'm going with that, so I'll let that just die out. They're like a flame embers.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Sick bastard.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn Summers, Mr.
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Okay, he's compliant. Well, upstairs or in this back
You got
room?
some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
Family? Aristotle.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Metaphysics.
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey. She wasn't always such a loner.
Interesting.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand.
Oh, you know
A lot
it.
of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
That's everything. Cool. Yes, we done. Let's head out. Are we investigating them too? Yes, we are.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
He's telling the truth. But let's see if I can catch him. Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it. But she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
He's telling the truth.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow.
Mother.
She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
He's lying. You are fucking lying to me.
We're struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual.
So why?
He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
This guy. So I assume the next guy's gonna be an asshole. That's not gonna give a shit. Let's hit the bowling lane. Actually, no, let's hit the Now let's hit the ball.
You're behind the wheel.
Since you know where it is, you can try.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
Unless you don't know how to talk.
No. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he introduced me to a lady after work. It stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Why does he run? You don't know we're coming for you, James. On top of that, you don't know
Tiernan! LAPD!
You don't know anything, but yet you decide to run. And you're gonna hop in the fucking car, which makes things harder for me. Okay.
There!
That's a nice car. I assume the keys are.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Belts!
Virile, what does that mean? Google. Let's Google it. Alright. Enable diction. Virile. 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 No, that's viral. Viral. No, that's virtual. Viral. Log. Viral. Okay, here we go. Viral. It's vitality. It's basically a shorter. I guess synonym for vitality is a shorter, abbreviated. Having strength, energy, and a strong sex drive. He was He was a powerful, virile man, having been characterized by strength and energy, a strong and virile performance of the mass. Right, okay. Energy having I'm very virile, very strong sex. Okay.
You gotta get me closer!
I like this car.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
Why are you running?
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble. Cole. Damn. Spin him out.
Damn.
Come on, Phelps, you're losing that little weasel.
Yeah, because I got all these fucking people on me.
Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it.
Rusty was right next door. He can't shoot the tires outdoors. Let's talk about it. I got what you want. I was right next to him. Couldn't shoot the fucking tires out.
Tiernan! LAPD!
I did this again. Shoot him.
There!
What are you waiting for? Get after him.
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
Fat ass.
These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
There we go. There we go, Rusty.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I have it.
Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Stop him. Stop him. Stop him.
He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way. What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
Don't make up ridiculous stories for them, detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination. The joyride is over, kid. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
It's all right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Put your hands in the air.
Fuck you, Rusty. What's his name? James Tiernan or some bullshit. Okay. I like this car. Alright, last but not least, we should borrow. They need to put these sirens on. That's how you drift to get it. Oh. Try something like this. Driving control.
If we survive this, it's going to be a miracle.
Dude, you know what? Seriously, get out the car. Get out the car. Alright, dude. There's no way. Alright, he gets right going quickly. I always complain. Always fucking complain, dude. That's all you do, though. Only issue is we can't get into the garage. Whatever we can. Kind of, select cars. Mod them out. Let's figure this out.
Drink, fellas.
I'm
Phelps,
a tenant.
Galloway,
That
homicide.
fucking bartender.
We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Hey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
You're fucking lying.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Bullshit.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
I know this now.
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights.
So why are you lying about that?
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
You're lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You looked down your nose at Evelyn, but you knew her, and you have some idea of what happened.
I hope you're holding aces. I'm telling you again, I barely knew the woman.
Okay, but why the fuck did you loan her a book then?
Why would you lend her your book on metaphysics if you only knew her in passing?
Come
It was
on,
more than
dog.
that. A Renaissance man like yourself, lending his books to his acolytes.
She hounded me about that
Acolytes.
goddamn book.
Acolytes
And then she
and
lifts it from my
disciples.
apartment and lies to my face that she didn't take it, as if she could even comprehend any of it. I saw her go into a hotel with Tiernan last night. They had booze in a paper bag. He's your man.
You're my man.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Nah, I'm arresting him too. Stop him. I'm not taking that shitty car anymore. Where is this car?
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in. Car 11K, car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly, return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route.
Can we not get this
Let's
call
not keep the man
first?
waiting, Phelps.
Yeah, I got you right there. Get that by yourself. Yeah, don't keep us waiting, Marcy. If they tried to go all the way back to get him, I would be severely pissed off. Nah, That'd just be one of those, fuck you. I'm not really that either. Just be damn. Listen, man. Versus the cop. He is a handicap. It's not his character. The alcohol has made him mentally impaired. That means his character. That's what that is. He can't drive. Chill. I did not mean to do that. I meant to do that. Oh, he teleports. Okay, he has superpowers. No need for that.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
No, Cole Phillips. The fuck is this?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, bingo.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, fellas. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Okay. I mean, we saw cases in a day. I'm not fucking good. Excuse me.
We got our orders. Back to the
cool.
Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Can I call the operator when I'm in the fucking...
Operator, give me dispatch.
Why don't I just go talk to dispatch?
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, she's sitting in the wrong car. The first time in forever.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
What? So no, you wouldn't care. I will give him credit though, because each partner has been slashed. This guy's kind of weird. This is the worst one yet, I would say. Check out that girl, it's just, I guess really fucking annoying at times. Damn, sorry.
Hey!
I'm not gonna get outside. Apartment 6. No, we don't have a warrant. We're gonna bust in, takes calls. Five through 6, this way.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame.
Okay.
Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
And this is the other half of the letter.
No word from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
Yeah.
No good to me.
He's a thinker. Okay. Why don't you wash your fucking clothes?
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have to book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely
She
we can
walked
write him
in
up
there
for
looking
that.
for some
A
dick.
citation, at least.
Let me check. What the fuck are you? I won't say all that, but she was very excited. That's all. I'll say it like that. She was very excited. Very enthusiastic. He's not gonna jump off the roof, is he?
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Oh my gosh.
Running on a hangover, McCaffrey? Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Please don't get this fucking whack ass police car and get the dope wheels. Where is he?
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
There he is. See him?
Rusty still hasn't got the car yet. What is he doing? Look at this blimp. He's not doing anything. Now he's moving.
Give it up, LAPD!
I don't know why they want to run all the goddamn time, dog. Well, he got evidence in his crib. That's different. The other guy, I truly understand that. This guy, I understand. Alright, come on, let's get him. Let's get him. I'm tapping X, let's tackle. I'm tapping X, let's tackle.
Don't make me chase you! McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
Okay, but tire iron was found at the bowling place.
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. It wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
You should hold on to that car. Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad.
Slow and steady, come on!
We got a case to wrap up. You saw that drift. You saw that drift. Alright, let's go deal with this shit. Alright, let's go talk to McCaffrey first.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Yeah, I know. I won't fail you.
Mouthpiece torch strips off me at the
Alright. You got the most evidence on
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touche, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Yeah, okay. So, first of all,
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You are fucking lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was
I
there?
have your torn letter, you fucking idiot.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
Bingo.
What are you talking about? After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
Okay, bitch. Stay there. Be right back. We got all the evidence. Okay, here's this guy go.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Okay.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Okay.
I want the truth. I think you broke into McCaffrey's apartment and planted a lug wrench there.
I didn't do that, and there's no way you can prove any different.
I think I can. Fucking idiot.
As hard as this is for you to concentrate, I really loved Evelyn. She was kind and gentle.
Fucked up. Fuck.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Bullshit.
If you don't give me some reason to think differently about this, Tiernan, I'm gonna have to go to the DA.
I drank half a bottle of scotch. I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
You're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
We cannot fuck up anymore.
You don't like McCaffrey.
He's full of the common man routine, but he
Okay.
props up a bar like the rest.
Okay. Let's do this again. This time, let's be zen and tranquilo. $11:01. Wow, look at me. I'm up all night. Playing L.A Noire. Tired. But not really tired. Just saying I am. Okay, so back up. I know it's hard. Don't tell me shit.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Okay, let's look at his face. He's bullshitting. But the bad cop wasn't the answer. So, I guess he's a good cop, because we don't have any evidence to say that, so.
Come on, Tiernan. Either you killed...
Apparently, he does fucking remember what happened.
her, or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
Okay, so what?
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
Okay, I won't go. But what can I have given you? Okay, let's try this one more time. Uno. And let's actually critical think this time. Okay, I think I'm letting this get to my head a little bit. Let's take a breather and let's critical think on what could actually be going on here and do deductions, police deductions, detective deductions to get to the bottom of this. Who's BD? Tell me what you know. That's what we gotta say to him. Who's BD? Tell me what you know.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Alibi.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You're lying, Tiernan.
You're lying.
You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
Okay. Okay, what?
Don't talk.
Okay. I didn't know I could back out accusations. That's new. Let's try again. Yeah, these songs on curveballs. This time, let's try to critical think. Throwing all these curveballs at me. I didn't know I can back out of accusations. Because reality, we don't have shit. I don't have anything on you. But now that I know I can tease you like I do and fuck you up later on, that's interesting. Okay, dog, let's fuck you up.
why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see
It's
Evelyn that night.
mentally
I knew you would think it was me.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah?
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
Okay, alright, chill. Alright.
You're off the hook, for now.
That's good, copper.
Come on.
That's actually not the right play. I should have kept getting him riled up. Kept poking the bear. And that's one-on-one shit right there. I should have kept poking the bear. So this time, let's try critical thinking. Third time's the charm. Let's analyze the situation. He's webbed up. Let's keep poking him. Let's keep fucking poking him until he pops like a water balloon that's under heat, so the water turns to vapor. And it's ready to go at any second. Who BD? What do you know?
Why did you run, Tiernan?
We're not getting anything wrong anymore.
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night.
Okay.
I knew you would think it was me.
Yeah, I do think it's you.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
Okay. I don't have anything.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that? If you don't give me some...
So what can I do? If it's not good cop, if it's not bad cop, do I keep accusing him? But I don't have the evidence to accuse him? Like that shit makes no fucking sense. How many times can I accuse? No, nothing personal, I'm just doing my job. Then I'm gonna re-accuse you knowing I don't have any evidence and I just backed out of the accusation. So if it's not good cop, if it's not bad cop, I keep accusing him with no evidence to back me up. So I gotta keep accusing, back out, accusing, back out, accusing, back out. Like, eventually it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, well, you're not fluent.
And he still confessed.
Alright, Cole, let's go.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
I didn't get tissue.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night.
You don't know what
I don't remember.
Okay.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
I had nothing.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Okay, let's use intuition. I have to accuse. I have nothing to accuse you. I didn't even... Oh. I do have something.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Okay. Here we go.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
You're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
You're lying to me, but it does keep up with the story of McCaffrey. I believe you.
You don't.
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us.
What am I supposed to do here?
Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
You just told me you had a whole...
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Dude! You just told me that you were fucking her. You just told me that. Like, what? This is what I'm talking about this game. I shouldn't have to go in chronological order. I should answer the third question, and that should erase the first question. I know your relationship with her. I fucking know your relationship with her. So why are we playing this game of that question didn't exist, or I didn't ask that question, or that information I already received, I didn't receive? They want me to go chronological order. I don't want to go chronological order. So fuck you.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Yeah, I do think it's fucking idiot.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
Here we go.
I barely knew Evelyn.
Okay. What do we know? We have nothing that shows that he knows her. Nothing.
Sounds like
Okay, that's right.
half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
No, that's not right.
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
No, we don't both want the fucking truth. Because you're not telling me the truth. And I had nothing to go off. I had nothing to go off. I had nothing. So I'm in this weird ass space where it's like, what the fuck do you want me to do?
No, don't go.
I don't have evidence to show that he's sleeping with her. So do I just go back and forth? Like, what the fuck do you want me to do here? Man, like, know. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Huh? What do you want me to do?
No.
Come on. We're gonna try a new tactic. If I'm gonna get one right, go in the other room.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Okay. Yes, I know it was you. First thing first.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You do.
You're lying, Tiernan. You'd been fighting with her. You fought, and
I'm not lying. She got up and left. That was it.
All right, dog.
Sorry. Sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out.
Yeah, but now I'm about to shake the tree again because I know what you did.
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, and McCaffrey was a hero. McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Okay. Before I go anywhere else.
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
No, I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay? So before I do anything else, let's go talk to this idiot over here.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down.
I don't care. Here we go.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Let's see. Okay. Alibi.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing.
You are
I'm working on a manuscript.
Lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
You have a torn letter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
I already exercised my fist in your face. Rusty, beat him to hell. I'm going to the next room. I'll be back when you're done.
Well, you don't do that every day.
What if I'm going? Okay, let's see. Did that quick. All right. Back to you. All right. So,
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
No, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Okay, so I can accuse him. We know that. Maybe I can.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Okay.
No, don't go. We both want the truth here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you said that. You fucking broke the record. Let's go back to McCaffrey and tell him what he said. Cause I put him give me he said she said. But now we have this.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
True. That's actually, absolutely right. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But we're gonna accuse you.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yes, I can. With Tiernan's accusation.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you.
Okay, level
Tiernan
with me.
killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Okay. He said, she said. Let's go run back, a cat and mouse, and let's go talk to Tiernan now. And have him tell me that what Cappy said is complete bullshit.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
Okay. So, first of all, does this even relate to anything?
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
I can't. But...
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning. And he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box. And he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn. And that it was all over the radio. And that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it.
He didn't do it.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't you.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
But this is what I will do. We're not done. No, it wasn't him. He's sincere. It was McCaffrey. But let's talk to him.
Find another fall guy, detective. I'm done.
No, you fucking idiot. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. You know that? You asshole. It was you. I'm not gonna charge you innocent. It was you. You smug bitch. It was you. It was you. You was mad she took your plug, so you killed her. Idiot. I'm not gonna accuse. I'm not gonna send an innocent to prison. I refuse to do that shit. It was him, and I can prove it. I gotta be very savvy. I gotta be really smart how I move about this. You get me? Very smart how I move about this. Let's get it. We're gonna go chronological order.
Why did you run,
right now?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Oh yeah, I know it's you. Whatever.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
That's half-assed.
Sounds like half an answer to me. Tiernan, were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
How am I supposed to know that? No, how do I know that? Because I fucking know. But how am I supposed to? Oh, wait, hold on. I have evidence. You barely know her, but why was she in your apartment last night? I have evidence on him. See, this is the critical thinking. I'm leaving my headspace because, whatever it is. But I'm remembering now I actually have evidence against him. So I gotta think outside the box. So watch this. Now it's gonna be flawless.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Oh, yeah, fuck you. Let's go.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see
we're
Evelyn
doing
that
loop
night.
shit.
I knew you would think it was me.
I do think it's you. Whatever. Let's go.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Oh, you barely knew her?
Keep lying to me and I'll have you charged and in front of a grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
Because she was in your apartment, bitch. Victim last seen going into your apartment.
McCaffrey gave you up, Tiernan. He says he saw you go into your hotel with Evelyn.
I met Evelyn at the public library.
Oh.
We would read for a while and then go for a drink.
Oh.
Last night, we went back to my hotel room and had some more to drink.
Oh.
I must have passed out. I woke up and she was gone.
What time was this?
Around midnight, maybe later.
And there's no one who can confirm this.
No, there isn't. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Okay. Next thing. Let's find out what's going on.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Really? Fuck you.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Okay.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
So, yes.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
Okay, but yes, she did steal it. It's not good, cop.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, I'm not so sure.
Okay.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
You don't remember? I think you do remember.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left! That was
lying! Yeah. What's
It's like I made a mistake.
And we'll go right back to it. I know without the liquor purchase.
She left, but she came back. She
back.
brought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
She said she loved me.
Okay.
She wanted to care for me.
Okay.
She would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Oh, yeah? Let me know when that fucking works, idiot. Let's do the real police work.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
Yes, I do.
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touche, detective.
Touche,
I know
detective.
you like so well now.
Let's see where this takes us.
Yeah, let's see where it takes us. Okay. Oh, fuck. We only got 2 things against him right now. Okay.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Are fucking
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was
didn't
there?
use intuition, but I just wanted to see. The torn letter.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
Then why was it on your
So
writing
what was
desk?
it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did.
Okay, so...
Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Yeah, you wanted... Oh, so this is interesting. I could go with the book, or I can go with this. I'm gonna go with this.
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation.
Self-preservation.
Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you
didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
I don't want to speak to Tiernan. I know you did it. You fuck. I know you did it. I got a call. Let's make a call.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Fingerprints.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks for your help.
Uh-oh.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn
Uh-oh. Guess what I have? What's
You
going
were
on?
in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw. It changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
So you actually are fucking stupid because you happen.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
You was in the Army beating women, you dumb fuck. Hey, guess what? Bang.
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge. Beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore!
Okay.
She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have...
You beat her because she stole from you. Because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Bingo.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you
What's
with
his
murder of
name,
Evelyn
Mo?
Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse. And neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
It wasn't him. It's all connected somehow. I just don't know yet. 17 out of 14. Stop. Case closed. English. Come on, bro. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright? Took me about 10 times.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead, first platoon's in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first and try for the Nambus.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Nambus and enfilade.
Mate,
we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes. I'm in charge here, Sergeant. Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? We don't have time for this, Lieutenant. What's your unit, Sergeant? I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river. My orders are to reconnoiter the... I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left. Move out!
Yeah, you know, that's tough getting outranked like that. And he was right. But it's just, it's not good. It's but we're not going to do, as a leader, I'm making a decision quick and ready. We're not doing another case. That was all for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And we'll start on the quarter moon murders then. So, this is for me signing off. I do want to see how long we've been live for here. Okay, an hour. So, hour 32. That's pretty good. Alright. You guys have a wonderful night. Sleep nice. Have wonderful dreams.